Hey guys, welcome to this video. Welcome back if you've seen these videos before, and welcome if you haven't seen these videos. I'm doing a little flow, probably have some light language come through. I just wanted to share a little bit about the energies this week. Really tired for myself, and of course I know this is different for everybody. The holidays kind of got to me this week, or I could say that I allowed the energy around the holiday to kind of put me in a different vibration. And I recognized that there was a pattern within me to eat more during the holidays, to drink more during the holidays, and primarily it was based around sugar for myself. And I don't know how many of you guys out there might resonate with this, but I found it easier to grab sugar. It was at my disposal because it was so abundant. And I did notice that it definitely didn't make me feel quite the way that I would usually feel. And the combination of just everything going on, I kind of let it get to me. And so I want to share that with you guys because I'm in the process of kind of coming back out of that. I started doing apple cider vinegar, which I highly recommend. I'm drinking a lot of water to try to kind of detoxify that out of my system. I noticed that I felt a little bit less patient, we'll just say, not only with myself but with others. And so that was something that came up for me. And so I recognized it, and I'm kind of coming back into alignment, so to speak. And this wasn't like I went through long periods of this, but I certainly did have these experiences even up until this morning. And then I felt like the energy shifted for me a little bit today. Today's Thursday. I'm recording this for this week. So oftentimes I will record different things and then post them the next day or the day after, depending on when I have time to do them. And I generally call in the energies that are for the week. And so we'll see what comes through. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope that this just allows you to feel a little bit more open. This is meant to be understood on a non-linear level, a multidimensional level. So just taking a deep breath in. My intention is that this not be a long light language video, but we'll see. I intend that this be for the highest and greatest good of all and the highest levels of love, light, and benevolence. These tashtin kukuno wa o uno kuno rushti at ukro kuno diena kuno di ni na toro kini ni na kuno do ne di na oko. To si en kuro Greetings and salutations from the beings of the sun. We harmonize on a vocal, galactic, intellectual level. Play on words, guys. For we hail as we hailed with the night. in different time bands, so to speak. These we seek to disband the frequencies. We seek to speak in color bands, in bandwidths and harmonics and colors. Breathing in and out. It was very unexpected, guys. I wasn't planning on singing all of these or talking about the sunbeams. But I'm seeing sunbeams of light. Our plasma guardians. I'm hearing the plasmic heartians, like the accordions in the heart. I'm being guided to remind myself that all of these frequencies come through in a harmonic. They come through in waves. They are not meant to be understood on a linear basis. Bias is the words that are coming through. They are meant to be felt behind the words, under the words, through the words, the non-words, the non-parallels, the unparalleled realities, so to speak. For these are feelings that are omitted, harmonicated, duruya, ninya, through the tones, the chords, the vocalizations with the intention. Dikini na kuroe didi da doroya. Light blessings. Siesta kunwe. Tukini anakwa. Hearing spiralized dynamics. Huro eki ne adaki di raoni ne So I'm hearing an alignment with solar frequencies, thinking of solar wind. I'm also thinking of Tom Kenyon. So if you guys are vibing with these tones and frequencies, which not everybody will, and that's fine. It's all differentialization is what I'm hearing. Tom Kenyon is someone you can look up. I really resonated with him not until after I'd listened to him, and then I listened to him later, and then I resonated with him. This is what this reminds me of, and I haven't listened to him quite recently, so I'm going to go back and listen to him again because this is what these frequencies remind me of. And he does a lot with the Hathors. For some reason, I'm seeing an owl right now. Owl. Due. I'm hearing scalar galactic harmonics. I'm And we send you love and light through the chronicles. Play on words, guys. Breathing in and out. So I'm ending on this note that was very unexpected, a little different than what I'm used to. And I was hesitant throughout this because it's not a habit for me to sing like this in front of anybody. But this is I'm being reminded that this is with you, in oneness and in union and remembrance. For we are all unwrapping our gifts, and part of mine is a vocalization of these harmonics that come through in I keep hearing the word differential pattern. And this pattern is felt within the mind stream, the subconscious, and in a dynamic wave pattern, in accordance, in accordions with interlying networks and neurons that are essentially activating and firing and coming online within a new network, so to speak, that is operating at a lower potential frequency that will be coming online soon and activating even faster than what was anticipated. And so part of what we're doing in this sharing is activating those potentials within others and within the harmonic frequency that we share within our field. We beseech you in tunes. Lots of plays on words here, guys. And we emphasize our radiance. And I see that as the circumference of a circle, as well as the light and the thinking about radio waves, so to speak. I'm having reference to that song Video Killed the Radio Star, and that reference is video was one form of frequency, and then the radio, it's like we're coming online with a new radio star. So our star seeds are activating, and it's in radio frequencies that we're not necessarily used to using, so to speak, or tapping into. So I'm seeing, hearing, feeling that many beings are essentially going to be hearing sounds, like almost like I see somebody playing a dog whistle, and all of a sudden you can hear it where you weren't able to hear it before. And so there are many beings out there that are picking up frequencies, and they're not quite understanding them. Just as if you were told this color is, I'm hearing tangent magenta. So it's like a tangerine and magenta color, but you are not aware of how to label it. It may completely be missed in your field. So be aware of these new frequencies that are being picked up. I'm seeing again the little reference to little hairs in the ears. And these little signals are then transmitting and vibrating in the body in a certain way that are also activating these potentials. So wanting to cover up these sounds with loud sounds is not necessarily something that will benefit. Perhaps tuning into other frequencies such as I'm hearing like Beethoven and 432 hertz and light language, of course, sound bowls, tuning forks, all of these things that will help you pick up these frequencies and feel them so that they can be interpreted rather than watched. So again, I'm having reference again to sonar. So we're going to be able to see with these frequencies is kind of what I'm. So what I'm seeing is that we're communicating with our brothers and sisters, our galactic brothers and sisters through these frequencies. And so they speak to us in song and not words sometimes. And they speak to us in art and color and form, in a different form, a variation of forms. And we're kind of opening up to these. And so it's this experience of not quite being able to label. And as I say this, you guys, I'm seeing colors. So I've seen this in the last few a lot of videos, but really in the last few days. It's like I'm seeing red, I'm seeing blue, I'm seeing orange, I'm seeing purple. But I am seeing colors that are a myriad of variations of colors, vibrations of colors is what I'm seeing. And then I'm seeing an owl with glasses. So I'm going to just try to interpret this, or just see what comes through. So I'm thinking of vowels, vocabulary. I'm thinking of the ooh of the owl and the fact that the owl can see with its big eyes at night, but it doesn't really have the vision that we think it does. So maybe look up owl. I'm thinking of feathers in reference to DNA, and I'm thinking of the hooing. So it's ooh. And sometimes it's a so there's all these different harmonics that are coming through. And I'm also being guided to share with you, and I'm also, the owl turns its head, you know, in these, I hear 360 degrees, so there's a reference to that because of how far we're turning our heads. So I'm being guided to share with you, when I first started learning or coming online and activating, my head wouldn't spin 360 degrees, but it would turn. And it was like I was picking up frequencies. So if you guys are, and you know, you notice a lot of times I'll spin or I'll rock back and forth or side to side. Kind of go into that and just feel what your body wants to do. It's very soothing. And you can do this during meditation. If you're guided to sing a song, sing a song. If you're guided to just make sounds with your lips or your throat or certain frequencies, or if you're guided to use sound bowls, playing with sound is very powerful right now. I'm hearing the sound train. So it's like we've drowned these sounds in our sorrows, is what I'm hearing before. So in that lower frequency, we weren't able to pick them up. But as people lift up off the ground, so to speak, they are then able to hear the sound for a new... I'm hearing a new habitat for humanity. So perhaps a fifth dimensional aspect, right? So just like you listen to music and you're in a certain mood and it sounds a certain way, and then other times you listen to music and you're like, oh, this doesn't fit my mood. This is going to help uplift you to that higher vibration. So Beethoven, Symphony Number 7, it's beautiful. Mozart. So just a nice long breath in and a nice exhale. Obviously I went longer than planned, but that's just how this works. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm being guided to share with you Tune In and Tune Out. So it's a song by Morshiba. Tune in, drop out. So it's like tune in to more of who you are, to just drop off and drop out from all of that other noise. So you can tune into these other frequencies that are trying to get through, that have kind of been there all along, but we've been unable to hear them. And guys, this also isn't just literal. It's not like you're necessarily going to start hearing dog whistles and sounds and harmonics. Some of you will. Some of you will hear this sound in color. So you're more, there's clairaudient, clairvoyant, claircognizant. Some of you will see them. I'm getting goosebumps as I talk about this. Some of you will see them in pictures. So when I say that, some of you will close your eyes and see colors and lights when they hear sound, when you hear sound. And others will actually hear a certain frequency. And others will be able to sing or draw that frequency. And I'm seeing it drawn in shapes. Some of you will be able to see it in math. I brought this up in another video. Some of you will, I'm seeing some people in water. So I'm being reminded to talk about the vibration of water, a Masaru Emoto. Okay, so that's how it's expressed. So if you look at vibration in water, you can Google it, you'll see that certain sounds make certain shapes. So some people will be guided to draw certain colors, draw certain shapes, because those are the harmonics that they're being drawn to, or they're being activated within them, or that they're tapping into. Sacred geometry. I'm hearing connect the dots. So this can be in the form of games that you're playing, but it's also connecting the dots. This is in reference to binary code. The neurons in the body and synapses are firing. Also in reference to bubbles. I'm seeing bubbles. But this is also in reference to art, sound, shape, theory is what I'm hearing. Theorem. This came up in my last video and I hadn't quite put it together when I was talking about writing. So theorem. Science, perhaps. ROM. Ooh. ROM. So what is that? It's not binary code, but it's obviously I'm not a computer. It's coming to me. You guys will know what I'm talking about. You guys have probably already thought of what I'm talking about, but it's not binary code. I'm being guided not to get out of flow and go too much into my head. Ooh. So some people are guided to do this through computers, is what I'm hearing. So it'll be a certain shape that'll take place on the computer. It'll be a certain programming. It'll be a certain activation through there. So everybody's being activated in different ways. So these sounds are coming through and they're activating certain potentials in people. and certain scripts is what I'm hearing. So it's scripts as in computer scripts, but it's also scripts as in movie scripts, wording, all of it. It's beautiful. It's almost like everybody's going to be communicating with each other on a totally different level. So like all of a sudden I'm seeing people will be talking in computer, but the people that are really not even into computers necessarily, so to speak, will get it. And they'll be like, yeah, so I get it, you're talking to me in binary code, or you're talking to me in, the other word I can't think of right now, which is fine. And the other person's like, let me draw that. Is this what you're seeing? And it's like dial-up. It's like analog to digital. It's like all of this is like coming online. And so this sharing of all of this is helping to raise the potential in everybody because it's happening for everyone in different ways. I'm seeing somebody playing cymbals. So writing music, obviously, in certain frequencies. But it's also symbolizing, right? Oh, so it's back to these computers. The symbols that we use in the computers are going to be speaking light language. Pretty cool. This is not necessarily in reference to artificial intelligence, guys, because some people out there will be thinking that. It's not necessarily that, although if artificial intelligence is, let's say, imbued with light language from love and from a higher perspective, and imbued with that certain sense of humanitarianism, I'm seeing like love and like this harmonics of a pure loving energy, then that can also be expressed in a different harmonic as well. These Tashtikini and the codes will be cracked, is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing breakthroughs in radiology. So I'm going to end on this note. I'm going to go into another video that's a little shorter. Promises, promises. Thank you so much for tuning in. JavaScript just popped into my head. I'm still trying to think of the other word. I'm sure you guys will think of it. It's not important. It's just a matter of perspective is what I'm hearing. So thank you guys so much. I know this was a little different than some of the other videos. And if you've made it this far, awesome. In love and light, guys. Namaste.